What is up, everybody? Welcome to ToothAndTailTV, the show where you submit replays and we cast them. How's it going, everyone? I think my mic is a little too loud. I don't want to clip. It's good to see everybody again. Yeah, sorry I missed last Thursday's show, man. I was stuck at an airport all day. It was not very fun. But that was cool. I was able to cast, last Tuesday, right, in the hotel room. That was a lot of fun, man. So I hope everyone's doing well. I was supposed to have Jet Eriksen on the show with me tonight, but I think he fell asleep. Like, I was talking to him up to like 45 minutes ago. I know it's really late over there in the Europe lands. So it might actually just be me tonight. Bez says he's awake. He's slacking then. But yeah, if you guys weren't aware, oh yeah, thanks for the raid, by the way, Miss Clicker. If you guys weren't aware, Jet's been working real hard over the weekend, a lot of other guys in the community, working on a custom balance mod, so definitely get a hold of one of those guys if you want to get involved and try out testing new ideas. And from what I've heard from Jet, Andy seems pretty for it, and it might even implement some of the changes, you know, if everybody agrees upon it and stuff, so that's really cool, man. Yeah, I think he fell asleep. Valeris was wanting to cast though tonight. Let's give him a minute, man. And if you want, Valeris, you can maybe hop in here with me. I know you were trying to get on, but let's get into it, guys. I think I have room for a couple more submissions. I did get some from the gentleman, so thank you very much, man. Super cool. So yeah, if anybody wants to submit last minute, especially. You know, if you're not on the list already, I mean, get after it. Yeah, everybody's hyped for the Valeris cast. Okay, alright. So, if Valeris wants to do it, let me do this first game, and if Jet's not back by then, we can pull a mulligan and get Valeris in here. I hope the levels are okay, guys. Everything should be good to go. So without any further ado, let's hop into it. Alright, spawning in the 11 o'clock, we've got Blue Cat. And his opponent in the 4 o'clock, Master Wario. Okay, now, let me make sure I'm up to date, because I've been a little bit out of the loop lately, but have the Class A Grand Finals happened yet? For the best Sakuya NA Tooth and Tail League. I know it should be the Gentleman versus Master Wario, right? That's the last VOD I saw on his Twitch channel, but I saw the gentleman in chat, man, so, okay, no, they haven't. Okay, good. Okay, so I'm up to date on that. No Class S yet stuff either, right? Hey, what's up, Chip, in the chat? Good to see you, man. So yeah, nothing too crazy this game so far, guys. You know, expansions look a little bit better here for Blue Cat. I mean, you might be saying to yourself, well, Master Wario's got one right here. I mean, yeah, that's kind of good, but he really, to be able to take that, he'd really have to take over this entire high ground here. And I would imagine Blue Cat, you know, maybe going for a very aggressive expansion by taking this high ground and beginning to secure this. You know, he's got some turrets to help fortify that. And if he does that, then Master Wario would be kind of forced into the 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock position. But Wario trying to take an early expansion here. Blue Cat countering with some squirrels. Looks like Wario's trying to build a mole to help defend. But good micro from Blue Cat. Even takes the gristmill to mess up the AI a little bit. And look at that. 2 of the mole hits actually hit that gristmill. So fantastic there for Blue Cat. And I think he's going to be able to deny this just fine. Yeah, I mean, Blue Cat's looking like he's in great shape so far this game. I think he might have lost like one squirrel. I think he got a full refund on that gristmill, if I'm not mistaken. And you know, he took out the mole for Master Wario. He took out that campfire. So you know, that's the solid 100 food lead. And he's gonna follow that up, you know, with some skunks here, just getting a well-rounded mid-game composition. And doesn't look like Master Wario wants to try to go for the campfire again just yet. It should happen very soon, maybe tomorrow. Oh, the grand final match. Okay, got it. Yeah, no, if you guys are not aware, I'm sure everybody in this chat is aware, but if you're not aware, man, check out Best Sakuya NA's channel. If somebody can link that in the chat, man, feel free. He's been hosting this awesome Tooth and Tail League lately. Very competitive, high-end stuff. And we're just in the Class A Grand Finals right now, and I believe Class S is going to start here shortly. So really cool to see. Yeah, Master Wario opted for this down south expansion, which I like a little better. It's going to be easier to take. And as you can see, Blue Cat is going to save these bases, this base for later, and secure this high ground. Because if he gets this high ground, man, that's basically checkmate here for Master Wario. And as you can see, he's already positioning his army to start contesting this area. And pound for pound, Blue Cat's looking pretty good. I mean, if Master Wario can get a really solid engagement with the Chameleons, perhaps, on, directly onto the Skunks, but that would require some pretty slick micro, try to get all the way around the backside of Blue Cat's army. And Master Wario actually doesn't have any flying units in his deck. The only thing that could grant him high vision is a balloon, which actually, you know what? That balloon is in range, so at least that's not going to be an issue here for Master Wario. Yeah, Valerius linked the stream. Cool, man. Yeah, if you guys are not aware of Tooth and Tail League, man, definitely follow that link in the chat and give Saku a follow, man, and check out those VODs. Really cool stuff. And I'm excited, man. Master Wario versus the Gentleman. To be honest, like, Master Wario's been around for a while, but he hasn't had any, big tournament wins off the top of my head. So a little bit surprising for me, but I'm excited to see it, man. I would have maybe expected somebody like Classic Metal, to come through, but we're gonna have the Gentleman versus Master Wario. That's gonna be real exciting. And Master Wario in this game is actually trying to eke out an economic advantage here. I like this a lot. He's kind of down a little bit from those earlier engagements, that went a little bit in Blue Cat's favor, and also he kind of lost control of this high ground, so he's trying to make up for that and getting out farms a bit faster. But the Fox Warren has been placed down by Blue Cat. It was actually placed down a while ago. So it's almost ready here, and looks like Blue Cat, as long as he doesn't build anything else, we'll have that Fox getting started in no time here. A little bit of a delay, but not the worst thing in the world. And Master Wario's Fox is now coming out as well. Now the real question is Blue Cat aware of this down south base? Oh man, right now he's not. That would be, man, that's a Fox player's goals in life right here. Is this undefended juicy base? Now look at this, Wario taking some more pigs over here as well. So man, dude, if Blue Cat discovered that and got the Fox down there, man, that's probably checkmate, because it just happened so fast. I guess Master Wario would counterattack, but Blue Cat could have the rest of his army here in position. I bet that's not going to happen at all. That's just what I'm theorizing now. Of course, this never really happens, but man, if Blue Cat just checked those bases, and it's a good thing to do at this phase of the game, man. We're almost 6 minutes in here. It's not a bad idea if you get a second, a little bit of downtime, to kind of do an extra sweep of the map. Okay, did they take any campfires, trying to be sneaky? Maybe they snuck out a base. Definitely a good thing to throw into your plate from time to time. And Blue Cat, he's doing it now. Oh my god, wait. Oh my god, he didn't see it. Oh, just a little bit further. Oh my god, I can't believe he still doesn't see it. Blue Cat. Oh, now he knows. Okay. Oh, that was great. And Master Wario knows this is a bad situation, trying to build a lot of moles, but just not gonna be able to get up in time. And four pigs go down there. Great value here for the Fox, and well deserved too. That was an area of Master Wario's base that was really unprotected. So yeah, gentlemen in the chat saying Master Wario should have migrated to expansion. I agree too. It's like you really want to position your army to protect your most valuable asset. It's kind of rough on this map, but ideally you want your army in a position where you can quickly defend either base, and try to really stay on top of your scouting of your opponent's commander's position, which of course dictates the movements of their army. But Master Wario with the bit, oh, his commander died there. I did not see that. I would have made a bigger deal about it, but yeah, the commander goes down, and as a Fox player, basically mean the Fox dies as well, kind of just derped up to the front. So that's going to put Blue Cat in a fantastic position here. Master Wario did end up taking out Blue Cat's expansion here, but the Fox remains. And in a big engagement like that, you gotta feel happy if you're Blue Cat. Now we can sell off a couple of these Warrens, restart a base. I wouldn't even mind having him restart this base. You know, for one, it's a fresh base, and for two, it's a little easier to defend. And but Master Wario did not come out of that engagement super great, but he got a lot of damage done. So as long as Master Wario can hang on, and not take any economic hits here, he really needs to get a balloon down and his army in position. Ooh, that's snake poison though. That might be enough. Oh, it gets back to the healing. Okay. Yeah, I think the territory probably would have stopped it too. Dude, don't underestimate snakes, man. Coming in here with the target fire on the Fox is Master Wario. Is he able to get it? So far, good counter micro from Blue Cat. And Master Wario is going to have to leave with his tail between his legs, losing a lot of that valuable tier 2 here. Although this chameleon is still alive. I think it's just one chameleon with the commander at the moment. The other chameleon, yeah, there he is rallying in. It's going to take a few whacks here, but if Blue Cat's not careful, nice attempt there for Master Wario to try to take down this Fox. But this Fox has only killed a few farms. Those factory farms are still here, and Master Wario's economy is still pretty decent. Now, Blue Cat is starting to catch up, and now he's getting in here and really getting this damage done. And that might be too much for Master Wario here. I mean, you gotta sell off this balloon at this point, yeah. Let's see, he really wants to get his own Fox out again. Where did he put his warrant? Oh, way back here. Oh, he's got a ton of money. He's got a mole counterattack. Where is he at? Where is he at? Okay. Okay, let's see it. Just the farm. He's got the Fox cooking. Blue Cat knows something's fishy. He's seen the moles here from Master Wario. Now, Master Wario needs to prioritize taking out these Gristvilles. Here it comes. What is that, 9 moles on the way? And Blue Cat's army is not the best at base racing, and Master Wario started some additional Gristvilles very early on, but the army is here for Blue Cat. I don't think Master Wario's got enough moles. He's just gonna get cleaned up just fine. And that might be it. Yeah, he's gonna take out this base, and now actually Blue Cat's starving, but he can sell off maybe his skunks, you know? Have plenty of money to restart another base. And oh, the Fox is here for Master Wario. Oh, 1 HP each. Blue Cat gets away. He's got the pigeons to heal him back up. Man, this game is really coming down to it. Okay. So both players have a farm cooking now, right? No, Blue Cat's still starving. He's only got 69 food left. He wants to maybe try to take advantage of this timer. Yeah, there he goes. Builds a couple farms. All right. We got a Fox versus a Fox and a handful of units here. If Master Wario's control is superb, it is able to get off 2 shots on Blue Cat's Fox, while Blue Cat's Fox can only hit Master Wario with 1 shot. He could still be in this game, but Master Wario doesn't have any pigeons, so it's going to be real easy for a little bit of skunk gas, a little bit of squirrel to finish off his Fox here. And let's see it. The game is louder than my voice. Is that still an issue, or was that when the volume was real loud? Hang on, guys. I'll fix that after this. All right, here we go, man. Blue Cat is in a great spot here. As long as he plays this right, there shouldn't be a whole lot Master Wario can do. Let's see it. First shot going off on the commander, and then getting a pig is Blue Cat here. Boom, there it is. That's that critical shot. And now Master Wario doesn't have healing. So all Blue Cat needs, if I was Blue Cat, I would just bully the hell out of this Fox, man. He has no healing besides just the very slow HP region of the territory. Yeah, this is it, man. I think Blue Cat's really got Master Wario pinned down here. Not having pigeons, man, would be very rough in Fox vs. Fox. Oh, that turret! Oh, he's gonna try to run around, but boom, son. That's gonna be it. What a great game. Blue Cat takes it. Very close, though. Okay. So you guys are saying the game is louder than my voice. What if I did this? What if I did a little bit of that? Does that help? I think it helped. I think that helped a lot. All right, Valerius with the 10 bits. Hey, thanks for the cheer, man. Okay. Let me see. Yeah, Valeris, if you want to. We can do some casting here. It's up to you, man. Miss Looker with the 11 boots. Thanks, man. Okay, Valeris is down. I'm sure everybody doesn't mind waiting for a second. Boom. Boom, join me there. Join me there. Get on air. We don't care. Okay, hello. Valeris, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
How's it going, man?
I'm good. How are you?
I can't complain. Alright, let me send you some replays here.
I did for these Class A and Class S games to start going.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. I need to look at the bracket for that. Aren't you in it? Were you in it?
Oh. Ish.
Whoa, what was that? oh no. Oh no. Somehow I left that channel. My bad, man.
You're good.
Sorry, guys. It'll just be 1 second. Valeris is setting up these replays here, and we'll hop in. Oh god, these notifications. Let me turn all those off. So we didn't do a sound check, so let me know how Valeris sounds, guys. I think you should be pretty good, though, right?
Trying to figure out these replays.
Dude, okay, so Jet just came back. Dude, I told him to join us anyways. Let's do 3-man.
Okay.
Why not?
Oh man. Wait, you guys can go ahead because I don't think I can figure out these replays right now.
Oh, do you just open up my documents and hit % app data, %, and there's a Tooth and Tail folder. Type this in.
I got that much of it, but the downloaded file that I got from you.
Oh, you just have to extract it. That's a compressed thing. For more professional casting like this, be sure to follow and subscribe. I know, right? It's so great. Oh man. Yeah, maybe next time, man. If you're having trouble with it.
It's not even compressed for me, so I'm so confused.
Oh, if you should be able to like right click and then extract files.
Right click. Oh, not an option. With what you sent me.
Maybe it's because you don't have WinRare.
.rar file.
Yeah, .rar. Let me send you a zip. I don't know what Jet Eriksen's doing, man. He said he was gonna do it, and then he hasn't messaged me back. All right, guys, hang on, we're almost there. I'll just do a regular zip.
Okay. What'd you send it through? Because that's, I mean, I don't know.
I sent it through your direct message.
It's just, I don't know. It's
Here.
odd. Not the normal format of.
Yeah, it's a dot rare. There's a dot zip. My bad. I didn't know you couldn't open that without WinRare, I suppose.
Probably need something.
All right. That should have worked for you, man. That should be good.
I think we'll be good.
Ooh, gentleman versus pile. All right, all right. Is that working for you, man?
Yeah.
Sweet.
I'm ruining the quality of this show right now.
Dude,
There's so many replays that I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find what we're watching.
Why don't you get that set up, man, and I'll just go into the next one. Keep this show rolling, and you can catch up with me on game number 3.
Is it Frog?
Yeah, game number 2, Frog Amari.
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
You got it? You ready?
Yes.
All right, man. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, we're in action, guys. Spawning in the 7 o'clock, we've got Frog. And his opponent.
Took us a while. My bad, guys.
Oh, you're good. And his opponent, up at the 1 o'clock, we've got Amari. So what do you think of these decks, man? I know you've been playing a lot on the ladder, right?
Amari's been going pretty heavy with the tier 1. Been mostly tier 1 and a few late game options, trying to end it early. And I definitely would give this overall deck to Frog, but with no skunks, it's gonna be a little rough for Frog.
Yeah, Mari running the boar, man. Boar kind of a little bit on the weak side nowadays, but it is still really good against tier 1. And I've seen Frog doing this a lot lately, man. Experimenting with the wolf, with the snake. But the spawns here definitely look a lot better for Frog. I think Amari's going to have to do something aggressive pretty early on and try to get out somewhere on this map, you know? Like, she's got the 2 campfires, but that's basically it.
Yeah, definitely with that high ground right outside of Amari's base. That's going to be rough to defend both sides.
Yeah, let me know how the audio is. Yeah, especially look where Mari's commander is. Like, that's rough to even get over there. It's interesting that she decided to put the Warrens there. I mean, I guess it makes sense to try to control that high ground, but it's also kind of a pain in the ass for Frog to walk his units all the way over there and attack from that angle anyways, right?
It's not. I don't think it's too bad for Frog to walk over there and attack, but now if Frog just goes for the main from the main route, then it's going to be tough for Amari to defend it.
Yeah, that is true. Like, Amari would have to run her units all the way around. There's no shortcut anywhere at all. I mean, look where Amari's commander is right now. That's basically all. Now she's going to scout Frog again. But Frog's getting up these snakes, and this is probably going to trigger him to move out. And just kind of taking that gristmill to just be kind of safe on the back end, you know, have a next step in his play, right? Get that expansion up and running.
And if he needs to retreat, he can just use it to tank.
Yeah.
Or set up some aggressive MGs over there.
Yeah, some aggressive turrets would be real good. Amari actually doesn't have any defensive structures this game. Looks like she wants to rely a lot on these toads and actually going for that straight lizard build. While Frog's trying to cap her in here. Let's see if it works.
The MGs are going down now, so it could be a little rough.
Oh,
Snakes aren't all that great against the lizards.
Look at the little lizard run around.
Path.
Yeah, that was cute. But I don't think she's got enough here to engage, and the snake's actually doing pretty well in this fight so far. With some good micro, Frog's going to get a lot of harassment done here.
Just poking them out.
Man, Amari's in such a tight spot here. Like, there's only that one exit for the lizards to move around, you know. And Frog's trying to seal this up tight. Let's see. I think she's gonna go for it here. If she gets some good targeting on these snakes, this might work out. These lizards just running over this army here.
And the MG cell, so
yeah,
almost perfect timing.
That's true, man. If Frog was a little greedy there, he sold off those turrets to try to get out some farms, and those definitely would have saved the day in that engagement there. And now Amari, I think, is probably just gonna take it from here, right? I think she's just got too much at this point.
Like, if Frog doesn't overextend, he should be able to defend this.
That snake going down is not gonna help, though. Yeah, you're right. I don't know if she's gonna be able to go all the way in for the throat there onto the pig line. But gonna get these exposed Warrens on the side here.
Hey, Snake going down. That's what needed to come out, but we definitely needed to stay more by his pig line. I'm really surprised they pulled that win out.
Yeah.
Ow.
Yeah, that was pretty impressive. I think you're right, man. I think it came down to that sell that Frog made, you know, trying to pivot, like thinking, okay, I'm safe for now. You know, I took some pretty good engagements. Let me sell these turrets and get the farms. And Amari just barely had enough to roll over Frog's army there.
Talking about that today, Pez. It's a new day.
All right, so I'm assuming the levels are okay, guys. Can everybody hear Valeris all right? Let me know. And let's move on to game number 4 here. Boofy versus Fom BPK. Are you ready, man?
Yeah. Wait, I have a game 3. Are we skipping that?
Oh, yeah, you're right. Thanks for... See, that's why a co-caster helps. Thanks for catching that. Hey, Chip. If you want to cast with me Thursday, man, let me know. I don't think I have anybody lined up for then. But yeah, let's do game number 3, man. Are you ready, Valeris?
Yep, I'm ready.
Let's do it, man. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, spawning in the left, we've got Sexy Pachinko. And his opponent to the right, What's a Phone?
Wasn't sure if we were switching off.
Oh yeah, we can, if you want to, man. So I like.
Got it down.
Dude, it's just routine at this point, man. But pretty interesting decks here. I feel like What's a Phone's deck is probably stronger per se, but Pachinko's got the moles. He might be able to get something crazy done with these ferrets, or maybe a big toad push. Or what do you think of these compositions here?
Like Sexy Pachinko's build is more for a base that's trying to turtle up, and with those toads, they do great damage to structures.
Yeah.
He trying to for an all-in push.
Yeah, that's true. Especially if What's a Phone try to do like a turret contain or something, getting out a couple toads. Could definitely make the difference. But let's see what these guys decide to do if anyone decides to rush for a quick tier 2 or anything. But actually, Pachinko here putting on some pressure with the 5-farm double. Let's see. You might be able to get a pig and back out. What do you think? I don't know.
I think What's a Phone definitely needs an MG to go down, but with this pig line, he should be okay.
It looks like What's a
Pig was
Phone
able to get up.
Yeah, just barely gonna lose a pig. Trading out squirrels pretty evenly. Even gonna get another one here on the back out, but definitely a nice pickup there for Pachinko. But even still, his economy is pretty far behind What's a Phone already. You know, I mean, he just now threw down farms 6 and 7. So I wonder how that balances
about
things
half
out.
A minute
Yeah.
of What's a Phone being ahead on economy slightly.
Right. But Pachinko's going to try to move out again, and now he's just kind of got the same thing that What's a Phone has here. What's a Phone kind of senses this, taking that gristmill, but here we go, going to push in with some moles. The dreaded
Should've
squirrel
definitely
mole
kept
push,
that
man.
mill
Yeah, I'd try to slow this
to
down.
tank the squirrels.
But What's a Phone actually
Having
getting
moles
some...
of his own, it would have helped.
Yeah, but he held that pretty well. Like, Pachinko, I think, moved his squirrels up too far forward without the moles, and What's a Phone was able to pick off, you know, a couple squirrels there and push it out. So you gotta be feeling like you're in pretty good shape if you're What's a Phone here.
I don't know.
Hmm.
This is getting a little scary. I mean, teams aren't that great for defending, right? Like, you want an all-in fight at that point. Ferrets are going to be able to poke if he's going for this expand.
Yeah, we'll have to see how much Pachinko will get done with those ferrets. If What's a Phone kind of scouts it out, maybe you can move some chameleons into position or try to sell this turret. But I think once the ferrets show up, What's a Phone's going to try to jump on this. And nice turret placement there on the high ground.
Oh,
I don't think
definitely
Pachinko's...
if it goes down.
Yeah, he's not going to let that happen. And
Those Toads did so much.
Yeah, nice little fight there for Pachinko. Gonna move forward, but I think that Chameleon is gonna be enough for What's a Phone to hold for now. It'd be nice to re-stealth and keep it alive. Yeah, sure enough, he gets it.
That was perfect callback right there.
Yeah, but Pachinko's got the ferret now, so he can really push the issue here and just constantly start poking and prodding at What's a Phone's Grismel.
Falcon out though, so if What's a Phone can take out the squirrels, then it has free reign pretty much.
Yeah, but What's a Phone here does have a pretty far in advance second base. We're approaching the 4.5 minute mark here, so you know Sexy Pachinko is just starting his up now. What's a Phone's already got one farm on it, starting farm number 2, might even take a third. So Pachinko needs to be careful not to fall too far behind in the economy. You can see he's building his own gristmill now and threw a couple farms down, try to stay in it. And overall, these guys are in about the same spot. Maybe
Who do you think has this late game? With the unit count.
Dude, Badger's pretty strong, man. I think I would go with Badger over Wolf, but I don't know.
Yeah, I like the Falcon Wolf combo versus Badger.
Yeah, I was about to say, if he's able to get out a bunch of buffed up Falcons, that might be able to do something here for Pachinko. But Badger's a very strong just litmus test of a unit, I mean, it's just going to do so much damage, and if you're screwing around too much in your army composition, it might just roll over you. So we'll have to see. I mean, neither player trying to get that tier 3 just yet. Just kind of looking at how many farms each other has and trying to eco up.
Doesn't seem like it's heading that way so far. Maybe What's a Phone is throwing one down now.
Yep, Badger coming down. And Pachinko really needs to follow suit or identify that the tier 3 has been thrown down and instead move out with some moles. But that's one of the harder things about when you get to the mid to late game in Tooth and Tail, man. You really got to know when your opponent's throwing down that tier 3 and react accordingly. You don't want to get blindsided by a Badger,
Sometimes comes down to a guessing game just because, moving past the mid-game army just mows your commander down instantly.
Yeah, that is true.
This map, though, it seems like it's okay because it's so open. You don't have to really go past their army, but both players kind of slacking on the scouting.
Yeah, let's see if What's a Phone identifies at third base. You're actually able to get in here, very nice, and doesn't see a tier 3, so he's got to be happy about that. But I don't know, man. Pachinko just getting a really solid composition here, but no tier 3, and this tier 3 will be out in what 20 seconds or so here for What's a Phone, and I'd imagine he's gonna move out. Yeah, he's probably about to throw down a bunch of pigeons. There they are, and this is gonna be rough for Pachinko to hold.
How the tier 3 is going down for Sexy Pachinko, and it'll be a little too late.
Yeah, I think so, man. Here we go. I'm watching that Badger timer, man. Just a few more seconds. What's a Phone's waiting? There it is. All right.
I'm down to this Badger micro.
Yep. He's got a really good composition to back it up. I mean, real healthy tier 1 count. Some chameleons, some falcons, some pigeons. And this is going to be great. He can take this gristmill. He can build some turrets to reinforce. This is going to be a very hard hold for Pachinko here. And he's about...
these toads hits.
Yeah. Oh, some good toad hits, though. Do help out. And so far, Badger Micro is just fine. Yeah, Pachinko's army just gets absolutely annihilated by that Badger, man. And that's going to be it.
Oh.
Yeah, you can't just get blindsided by a Badger, man. It will roll you over.
The toads, they got some solid hits off, but just not anywhere close to enough what they needed to do.
Yeah. Absolutely. Okay, game number 4 here. Are you ready, Valeris?
Yes.
All right, let's do it, man. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, spawning down south, we got Fom BBK. And his opponent in the 1 o'clock position, Boofy.
Not too familiar with Fawn BBK. I don't think I've seen them on ladder too much.
Yeah, I've seen some replays from BBK. I'm not so sure who actually submitted this one. I've seen Boofy around a lot more, obviously, but I've seen some from BBK on TnTTV. It rings a bell. But, I mean, this map is looking pretty good for BBK, I would say, right? I mean, well, I guess it depends on how much Boofy can get.
I would definitely give it to Boofy.
Well, okay. So, the bases in the 2 and 3 o'clock position are pretty easily Boofy's, right? And then Fawn BBK to match that's kind of got the 2 out near him. But these other 2 bases I feel like are a little misleading. They look like they're bases for Boofy, but if Fawn BBK gets this high ground, which he should be able to, those bases won't be able to come up. So I think it's really going to depend on which player can get out on this map a bit better.
It's definitely true, but knowing Boofy a bit, I'm expecting a tier 3 from him pretty early.
Yeah, and BBK doesn't have a strong counter to that. You know, I mean, typically if you see your opponents rushing a tier 3, you want to try to contain them with some turrets, with some balloons. But BBK doesn't have that here. He's got some mines, which are a little bit more effective against opponents' foxes than badgers. So, yeah, we'll have to see who's going to rush the tier 3. So far, Boofy just doing the standard tier 2 opening, so nothing crazy yet.
It's really interesting by BBK just standing there, sort of AFK and letting the squirrel shoot him.
Comes in here and gets a pig and sets up a couple sneaky mines. I think Boofy did actually see those, though, before they finished building. Pez is saying Boofy's going to rush that badger. Let's see it, man. He didn't go for it. Like, he could have rushed the badger already. But I definitely wouldn't be surprised to see that out of Boofy. Yeah, I'm really interested to see if these guys are going to go for the tier 3 rush or if they're going to try to get out on this map. And that decision really hasn't been made yet for either player.
For this possible lizard run around.
Yep. BBK's coming in, and Boofy's not aware of it yet. I think he's going to be aware in time, though. One pig's definitely going to go down. He's going to go for another, but he's really committing with these lizards. He's going to lose all of them. He gets 2 pigs for 9 lizards. I mean, I think
in the long term, it might.
Yeah.
Count.
I think that's okay as long as he doesn't get counterattacked immediately before those lizards rebuild, you know?
Yeah. If Boofy doesn't rebuild these farms, its value is going to go way up.
Oh, here we go. Boofy,
now, though, with the skunks.
He's looking to get real aggressive here, building a couple forward gristmills, trying to tank his way through this with the skunks and the pigeons, get some decent damage done to BBK's army, but he's going to have to back out for now. I wouldn't mind seeing him cancel that. Yeah, there he goes. And getting that barbed wire set up, which is going to be fantastic.
On the high ground, so...
Yeah. This is going to be great for Boofy here. All right, let's see if Boofy...
I feel like Boofy might be overextended here. Slightly.
Yeah, getting that campfire was a little greedy, and BBK punishes it, coming in there, getting the skunks, knocking out the rest of the army. Now BBK's got this ferret. I feel like it was really critical for Boofy to get up that barbed wire. Like, he should have probably just chilled, right, until that barbed wire was totally done.
Yeah, I agree, and then he opted to sell it. Not sure what the reasoning behind that was. So these ferrets are gonna annihilate Boofy with good micro.
It looks like slowly but surely going to deny that gristmill, and BBK's got a gristmill of his own, so now Boofy's really got to start thinking about a second base option, but he decides, hell no, he's going to go all in here. He's got a mole, he's got another mole on the way, and he's going to try to come in here and punish his opponent. Damn.
Oh, these skunks are doing so much damage.
Gosh, the skunks just annihilated there. Now, BBK did throw down a fox warren, but I'm not so sure if he's got the economy to really afford it. I think he's going to have to sell off that ferret warren. Definitely, if he has any dreams of getting this Fox out, well, he's constantly got to rebuild these Tier 1 units. You got to keep in mind here, we're past the 5-minute mark, and we're still just on one base, so this is getting very difficult for either player economically.
These ferrets go down, that's going to be it.
Oh, but can he get the skunk? Doesn't look like he has just enough. I think you're right, Valeris. I think that's going to be it for BBK. Yeah, he sells off that Fox Warren, decides that's a little too much pie in the sky for the moment. He needs whatever he can muster, but I think that skunk's got that critical, gas cloud out. He's got plenty of healing. 1 or 2 Tier 1s at a time have no chance. And I think BBK is going to have to tap out.
Looking like game. Like that pie in the sky analogy. Never heard it before.
Yeah. If only, right? If only I could get that Fox, but... Alright. That was a good one. Don't forget, guys, I haven't been shamelessly plugging as hard as I should be. I did plug the Tooth and Tail League. Definitely check out Best Sakuya in A. I believe it's on the grand finals of Class A. We've still got Class S coming up. Then obviously we've got Pedro's Time Zone Showdown. That's going to be April 7th. Will be me and Strawberry casting that. And that's going to be USA versus Europe. Let me check the teams for that.
US.
Are you signed up? Let me see. Who do we got? Oh, we do have Valeris.
Also, guys, don't forget, if you have Twitch Prime, you should subscribe to this channel right now.
Thanks for the bits, Valeris. But yeah, so alright, so the team so far, EU has got Ezradum, Jet Eriksen, the Gentleman, Blitzrider, Amari, and Kermit. Oh, that is such a stacked team. And we've got Butterlester, CJ Man Jansen, and Valeris. I think Chip is on there too. Yeah.
Chip is. It's not updated yet though.
Do we have any other players, or are you guys still looking for 2 more?
I believe we're still looking for... Chip is on there, so we should be looking for 1 more, right?
I think you need 2 more. Let's see. I asked Pyle and Swifty. Like, Swifty was gonna be on it, and then I think he had a schedule issue, and I think Pyle's the same deal. We gotta get Mishi, man. Mishi needs to hop on there.
I haven't seen Mishi around in a while.
I'm sure he could still hop on there and wreck some faces. But let's get into match number 5, I suppose. You ready, Valeris? This 2v2 here?
Yep. I'm ready.
All right, man. 3, 2, 1, go.
See who's in this.
All right, spawning in the bottom, we've got Premium Bow and Card Carrying Kami. Let's see, Premium Bow.
At the top, we got these names.
You could do it.
Lines and Lilac. I'm not sure.
Lilac?
Words. There you go.
It's lilac, man, like the flower. Come on, Valeris. Get with it, man. All right.
English was not my specialty.
Alright, Premium Bow's up to no good here. He 4-farm Lizard Rush. Gotta catch Lilac, trying to put down an undefended Warren, and he's just gonna keep pressuring. Like, Premium Bow plays a lot of 2v2, man, so he really knows how to do this and take advantage of some fresh meat here, I think. I haven't seen anyone in this game but Premium Bow, but that's Premium Bow's style, man. He just sits there with a 2v2 open, man, and waits for some victims to join up, so...
There's so much more going on in 2v2s in comparison to 1v1.
Oh yeah, it's totally different, man. You gotta be typically a little more aggressive. Prevent things like 4-farm, 5-farm doubles. Because if you get like double Lizard Rushed, both players could do like a safe opening, quote unquote, but rush you at the same time. Just overwhelming force. I mean, there's a lot of things like that could happen, and that's what Premium Bow and Card Carrying Kami are looking to do here, moving in on yellow.
Get annihilated if you let them both Lizard Rush you, but they're playing pretty defensively. It's gonna be okay for Lilac and Lions.
Yeah, nice little turret and barbed wire placement there. I love that. They didn't go over the top crazy with it, you know, just a little bit, and they scare their opponents back. I wouldn't mind seeing this turret get sold. I mean, one turret's not the biggest deal in the world, but he could probably put it in a better spot eventually. So, yeah, we're going to stabilize here into a little bit of a mid-game. And there we go. I was about to say I'm looking for...
this balloon placement.
Yeah, who's going to expand first, right? Valeris and card-carrying Kami coming up here. Already setting up a nice little split, and you know, this map actually looks real hard for blue and green. I mean, they need to start moving out here and gaining some of this territory.
Yeah, definitely. Having this area, though, is going to pretty much leave no expand options for red and yellow.
Yeah, exactly. Like, red and yellow have to control this high ground, so if blue and green can actually get up here, I mean, they got that balloon down. If they reinforce this and make it real difficult for red and yellow, look at that, man. They're like, dude, we have to break out of this now. Let's see. Deciding if they want these Grismolds. Now, they have an arty cannon. They got balloons of their own. They got turrets, but Premium Bow run around the side here with some blizzards, but can't actually get in, unfortunately. That was a bit anticlimactic.
This map is fantastic for them because no runarounds.
Yeah.
But these lizards are doing work. Gray micro keeping them out of the skunk gas.
Yeah, blue and green. Unfortunately, that balloon didn't really help them out too much there, but it didn't matter, man. Like, that was such a dominating victory. This might honestly already be game here for red and yellow. Like you were commenting on earlier, man, this high ground, you know, now red and yellow have nowhere to expand. Like, the whole map belongs to Premium Bow and his communist partner in crime here.
And they're just expanding more and more, gonna just secure it with MGs and balloons and be real safe. We're gonna come down to this timing attack from them before this balloon gets down.
Yeah, red and yellow really have to break out of this right here, right now. Doing an okay job. Premium Boo overextending a little bit there with his lizards. Kind of caught himself in a 1v2 situation, and now red and yellow can move in on blue in kind of the same boat. If they can push this back far enough to take out that back balloon that blue has there, that would put them in phenomenal shape to start regaining this territory.
Like they have enough to even take down this expansion for blue. If they wanted to.
Yeah, they really need to get in there and target fire that balloon down with their squirrels, man, and that's just gonna punish so hard over time. Trying to get that arty cannon down, but
arty going down?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's got good enough range. Like, I think he could have put it further forward. But that high ground vision
I definitely agree.
that balloon is granting is just monumental here, man. I think they missed that window you kind of mentioned earlier where they just had a dominating army. Blue and green starting to recover here. And now it's going to be a bit harder to jump down on that balloon.
Oh, you know the reason they probably didn't place it closer was just because the balloon grants vision and how the snakes are picking off the mill.
Yeah. Yeah, they're just trying to be a bit more safe with it. They see it now, gonna come in, but that arty cannon should dominate.
So many skunks too.
Yeah. Premium Bow does not have an expansion. We're almost 6 minutes in, so keep that in mind. Red's kind of got an expansion, but it's a war zone. Yellow's trying to get one up, and Blue's got one up, but it hasn't. Actually, Blue's in a dominating lead economically. What am I saying? I was looking at his third base, so really the income here.
Yeah, that's just a little extra.
Yeah, just a little bit. Let's see how good this arty cannon will help hold off here. So far, so good, but the skunk guy's helping a lot. This is very critical for red and yellow here to hold down, but man, so many ferrets of foxes here as well. And as long as Kami micro's right here, he should be able to beat down on this army over time fairly effectively.
At this point, I'd say it'd be pretty rough for red and yellow to come back just because they haven't secured any expansions whatsoever.
Yeah. Yeah, the economy.
So far ahead.
the economy for blue is just monumental at this point. A little bit of bad map RNG here, but you know, they really needed to kind of pressure out on the map a bit earlier to take out this high ground, kind of when, you know, Kami did. But man, they're doing good so far, holding on, you know, for being at an economic disadvantage. Trying to push through now, but the Fox is probably too much damage.
They're starting to slim down, and here's the lizards coming to pick everything off.
Yep, they're gonna tap out after
there
that.
They go.
Pretty crazy game, man.
Oh.
Showing you really...
I like those 2v2s. They're fun to cast.
Yeah, it's showing you really the importance of getting out on the map and securing territory really quickly.
Yeah, Lilac and Vines definitely were able to... If they secured that high ground, it'd be a completely different game.
Oh, yeah. Okay, game number 6 here. Valeris, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Let's do it, man. 3, 2, 1, go. Should probably change the name of the cast. It's like with Jet Eriksen, but actually Valeris. But spawning in the 1 o'clock, we've got Vincent.
I can put on my Danish accent.
There you go. And over to the left, his opponent, Bratmo. Pretty crazy decks this time, man. Vincent messing around with some Owl Artie Cannon shenanigans, and Bratmo going for Boar Badger here, so kind of crazy stuff.
It is. I definitely want to see Artie start working again, but that's just my hopes and dreams.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it was in a pretty good spot before it got changed to 120 food. Like, it wasn't super meta, but it was really strong. I don't know. I feel like
it was at 120 food. That was just so much fun.
Oh, when it was 120 food?
Them everywhere. Yeah, but it was definitely overpowered.
Oh yeah, that was a crazy like week and a half or whatever. But speaking of crazy, man, Vincent going for the 5-farm double here with the lizards. Looks like Bratmo got that scout off and built a turret in response. So he should be pretty safe here. And let's see, Vincent's gonna commit to it anyways. He might be able to get it back big.
And not the greatest MG placement. I'd rather prefer it on the line of 3 pigs.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe up front or like in the corner.
Definitely worth it.
Well, Vincent still managed to get a pig there and didn't really lose too much. But he is a bit far behind in economy, only taking a 6 far now, where Bratmo has farmed 7 and 8 on the way. So it'll stabilize a little bit, I feel like.
Almost committing to these MGs a little bit. I think throwing down another Squirrel Warren would have been a little better. Get some positioning out on the map.
Yeah, I think he's just a little too scared here. Yeah, he definitely should just kind of have 2. Yeah, there's another Squirrel Warren. Needs to take that 8th farm again, too. That's really important. But Vincent's not messing around, man. I think he's going to try to get a proxy Artie Cannon up and show us how it's done.
Does look like that's what's gonna happen, and that's what you pay for when you just choose to go MGs instead of squirrels.
Yeah, nice little dive in there. Maybe he's just using this to heal up. Let's see, because you know that engagement, losing a few lizards, is gonna delay that Artie Cannon if that's what he's going for. But it doesn't look like it. I think he just wants to be able to heal in that territory. Coming in again for some more aggression here. Picking off some squirrels, but not super efficient that time around. Losing a lot of lizards of his own there. And now he's actually giving up here, and he's just going to lose this gristmill for free.
You gotta note that Vincent wasn't on 8 farms that whole time.
Yep, that's very true. Bratmo actually still hasn't taken his 8th farm. I hope he can see it. It's an easy mistake to make. You know, if you look at his base, then it kind of looks like he has all his farms until that one just died. But it's real clear on the mini-map.
Hopefully he'll be able to notice now that 2 are gone.
Yeah, I think so. And,
just expand.
Yeah, he's like, why not? Floating a little bit of money here, trying to decide what he wants to do. It might be a newer player. I think I've seen Bratmo before, though, so I don't want to say he's super new or anything like that. But let's see. He's got a lot of money. Here comes the boar. will do fairly good against lizards if you can actually get in that big, engagement with them. If you're the lizard player, you run into that boar. I mean, correct answer, just kind of run away,
Yeah. Oh, Vincent would really need is a few snakes or falcons since they can't hit air.
Yeah.
Boar.
Oh my god, he trades all his lizards.
Oh.
And that Griswold just barely lives. That feels so
HP
bad,
or
man.
Something.
Oh, it had to be, dude. That is rough.
Be in rough shape now. Losing a lot on these attacks.
Yeah, Vincent's lost a lot of lizards over and over, and I think it's starting to show here. I mean, just look at the production here for both players. Bratmo's got the same amount of tier 1 and a tier 3 basically bought and paid for, but Vincent is getting up on that second base. He does have this campfire, but I mean, he doesn't have an answer to this boar just walking across the map,
I don't think he scouted it yet either.
Yeah, you're right, he totally hasn't. So yeah, it looks like that's what Bratmo's plan is. He just kind of wants to be safe, lock himself down behind a couple turrets, get the spore out, and then go for a big push.
He's going really greedy on the farms, and when the spore comes out, that's going to be really rough unless he goes for a base race of some sort.
Yeah, which he does have lizards, which that wouldn't be impossible. But there are some turrets down here for Bratmo that typically do fairly well against a base race. So let's see. Oh, Lizard trying to run in. Oh, he's gonna get this Gristmill. That's huge. Loses everything though. If Bratmo moves out right here, right now, Vincent has nothing back at home, and this could be it for Bratmo.
Definitely like the idea of that, but just all in all, he was already so far behind.
Yeah, and Vincent's not happy.
Got nerfed enough.
Vincent can't be happy to see this big tier 3 unit here, and just soaked all those toad hits like it was nothing. And this has got to be it, man. Looks like Vincent is trying to run away, sell all his stuff, set back up shop somewhere else, but there is no way he's going to be able to afford a big enough army to take down the Forest of Bratmo here. Good defense from Bratmo all game long.
Master Mario.
Yeah.
Tried to pull something cheeky off.
Yeah, if he had those bowls, he could try to do that play for sure. Now he's just being a little annoying, though. Gotta just run around the map. I'm actually gonna hit ×2 here, so follow suit, if you will. So we're just gonna fast forward, but now this should really just be Bratmo running around. But we'll see ×1 again here as Vincent comes into the main base. Now Bratmo does have a campfire there.
Wow.
So that shouldn't knock him out, right? Oh no, the campfire wasn't done building!
What? It wasn't done? Oh my god, I thought it was done.
And Vincent
Can't believe that win.
actually won the game. Oh my god. That was awesome. He sold everything at his base, rebuilt somewhere else, just got out enough lizards to come in there and finish off Bratmo. Well played there by Vincent.
Just goes to show, don't give up, and there's a possible way.
This is true, man.
Apparently, I sound like I haven't slept for 16 hours, or I have slept for 16 hours.
He said, if you were Jet, you're a really sleepy Jet. Yeah, it's not Jet Eriksen, guys. It is Valeris joining me. I think Jet Eriksen fell asleep or something. He did get back a hold of me, but then it was a little too late. But so I got Valeris here. It'll be first time on the show, man. Are you having fun?
Oh, lots of fun. Thanks for inviting me on.
Dude, no problem, man.
I'm so grateful to be here right now.
I just updated the show.
Show where I learned to play the game.
That's awesome. All right, so... But it says it's Jet, so it must be Jet. Right? Of course. The internet never lies to people. All right, man. Game number 7 here. We've got Pedro in it. And don't forget, guys, speaking of Pedro, he is hosting that awesome tournament April 7th where USA versus Europe is gonna go on, man. It's going to be fun to be me and Strawberry casting it. It's gonna be a great time. And I think that's all I got for the moment, man. So you ready to hop into match number 7 here?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, man. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, spawning in the 6 o'clock position. We've got him in the chat. It is Pez.
In the 12 o'clock, we got Pedro hosting the tournament.
Yeah,
which NA is going to destroy.
That's right. Look at this mirror decks here. Now this is a pretty standard deck in the meta right now. I feel like this is if you're kind of looking, if you're a new player trying to figure out something to ladder with that's pretty safe, pretty standard. You know, this is kind of it here.
I would say this is the deck. If you want a meta deck.
Right. Yeah, really well-rounded. The skunk push is pretty strong in the early game. It's difficult. Now, I have been actually seen, and you can, like, if you micro right, if you catch your opponent, kind of when those skunks are first being built, things of that, you can hold this skunk push off with just a lot of squirrels, but it is difficult. Typically what you'll see guys do with the skunk is go, like, 1 tier 1, and then place down their skunk warren and build, like, 3 or 4 more tier 1, move out with, like, 9 squirrels, 3 pigeons, and 2 skunks, and apply some pressure, and it's a strong push, man.
This map is looking kind of rough for Pez. It basically depends on who expands first and secures the area.
Yeah, no, this is looking really good for Pedro here. Unless Pez can come up and get this double high ground base, and just lock that in. Because, it's kind of a double-edged sword here. It really depends on how Pez wants to play this game out. Because he's got the opportunity here to contain Pedro. This forward campfire, he could set up some turrets, and he could really shut Pedro down. But I agree, man. It's really going to be whoever kind of gets this middle high ground, double high ground first,
And I mean, Pez does have the closer base, but I feel like it's going to stick to one base play here.
Yeah, it looks like both these players just looking to get out some skunks and maybe poke upon your enemy. And it's a good little attack because it's kind of like a shoulder check type of play, right? Like, hey, are you doing anything crazy? Are you going for a tier 3 rush? Are you trying to be greedy and expand? Or are you building too many tier 1? If so, I'm going to come in here and push you pretty hard. So, pretty mirror builds overall, indeed, at this point in the game.
Almost exactly, except floating a bit of food, maybe gonna throw down a badger.
Oh, I got excited, Valeris. I thought it was coming up, man. He had like exactly 180 food. He ran to the back of his base, but no, just building some pigeons back there. That's actually
right, throwing us all off.
Right. It's not bad placement for a pigeon warren though, because that terrain would kind of slow down reinforcing squirrels, but the pigeon can kind of just fly right over there. So that's looking pretty slick.
True, I didn't think about that.
But Pez, man, Pez is making our dreams come true here with a fast badger and gonna push out to the middle of the map. And
funnel though, if he forces himself into that, it's gonna be rough for Pez.
Yeah, Pez has no pigeons either here for that healing and high ground vision. Needs to get in here and save this money on this gristmill, I feel like. No, he's actually gonna try to let it finish. Yeah, decides to sell it for now. But really, Pez has just gotta buy some time, man. If he manages to get this badger out. And Pedro is none the wiser. I mean, we saw what happened last time somebody got caught off guard by the badger, man.
It looks like he's going to be okay. I don't think Pedro's going to want to push in. It's really defended base.
I think Pedro can pressure this expansion. And if I'm Pez, it's not the end of the world if that gristmill dies. But let's see how this micro dance goes. Neither player wants to commit too hard and stand in that gas cloud of their opponents, but the clock's ticking now, man. That badger's, 20, 30 seconds away, and Pez is going to have a strong army.
Pedro was late on the response for the Falcons, but if the Falcons were already up, I'd say he'd be in an okay place. This engagement going down.
Hey,
Pedro, but it's gonna be too little, too late.
What's up, Kerpo? What's up, Frog? How you guys doing? Yeah, it was Jet supposed to cast to me tonight, but he couldn't make it, so Valeris is here instead. I did open up, update the Twitch handle, the name of the broadcast or whatever, so I guess it depends if you refresh your stream. But the Badger's here, man, and let's see it. Pez has got a lot of tempo. You really can just start marching towards Pedro at this point.
Yeah. Waits for these MGs to get down, though. It's going to be a little rougher.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing him kind of swoop around away from the high ground and come in here and just kind of poke at that expansion from the side, because that's kind of an important base now, you know? I mean, a few minutes ago, these bases weren't a big deal, but we're at the 5-minute 30 mark now. And, you know, main bases are halfway mined out, and, you know, the rest of it's going to mine out here shortly. But, yeah, you know, Pez actually didn't pull the trigger fast enough, and he gave Pedro a little bit of time to get out some turrets. But what Pedro really needs here is his own tier 3 Warren.
Opportunity now.
Right? Yeah. Well, we'll see. He still hasn't thrown down a tier 3 Warren, man. Instead, he's going for lots and lots of tier 1. But that revved up Badger, I mean, it's just going to mow through all those squirrels.
Exactly. More Falcons, though, generally, at least I've seen, can handle Badger decently well.
Yeah, with some good target firing, for sure. And Pez doesn't have an insane amount of pigeons here. This is not looking bad for Pedro. Like, I just would really love to see him get his own Badger down, you know? Like, he's got so many squirrels. Maybe that's the answer. But he's definitely contained this high ground on the map. As long as he doesn't die, you know, anytime soon, he's just going to you know, economy his opponent here. Pez has got to move out.
Yeah. Might be a little too late already, though. He's been sitting back, waiting for his army to build up more, and Pedro's just securing this high ground even more.
Oh, man. You better do it, Pez. Pez noticed the sneak attack route, but Pedro, with the vigilant eyes, man. Oh, man, I got so excited. I thought Pez was about to backdoor him. That would have been amazing. He's getting up a lot of Falcons, though, man. We're kind of in this death ball situation, but again, like, I just still think Pez's army is so much better because he has a Badger. And Pedro's had plenty of time to get his own Badger up at this point, but maybe I'm wrong, but retreating a lot.
I mean, he really shouldn't push into this tiny funnel, but...
Yeah, it's pretty rough because your units...
pulling back.
Your units have to find a tile to stand on to shoot. And if you look at it there's really not a lot of tiles available for either player, right? So that was a lot of free damage that both armies got on each other.
This did a great job of keeping Badger alive, and it's all going to come down to Pedro can take the Badger out.
Oh, 2 HP, so Badger!
Close. Oh my.
2 HP. Oh my god. I remember back when me and Icebox first started casting, like in September, and there was a big Badger, there's a patch where Badger got like 7 more HP, and we would just see all these Badgers, and every time a Badger's at less than 7 HP, Icebox would be like, there's another patch Badger, man, just living barely because of that patch. It's happened a lot. I don't think Badger's HP has been changed since then either. I mean, that change happened so long ago, but you see it, man. You see Badgers barely living all the time. That's got to hurt if you're Pedro. You know he really committed to try to target fire that down.
I just feel like Pedro has way too many squirrels.
Yeah, I think Pedro had an opportunity to get his own Badger here. And he thought maybe he could take this army without it. Maybe he probably didn't feel like he had enough time. You know, he figured Pez is going to attack at any second now. You know, that's why he was trying to build more tier 1 in turrets. But he actually did have probably enough time to get his own Badger out after seeing the Badger of his opponent. And that really would have helped him here. But Pez is kind of on a better economy at the moment. So let's see if that helps. I mean, this Badger is dominating in these engagements.
Still so close to dying.
Let's see it. Pedro trying to get the target fire down, but it's not always the best thing in the world to target fire, as weird as that sounds, because army's gonna ignore every other unit, right? And sometimes just walk blindly through shots and give up free damage. And great micro here from Pez, not losing his Badgers. Yeah, I think Pez has done.
He did a great job for not securing that high ground.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, Pez played phenomenally this game. I mean, I feel like he could have moved out a little bit earlier than he did. And look at that. I actually really like the selling on the Warrens. Kind of downsized after all these big engagements. But it didn't matter. He moved out when he felt comfortable. You know, he kept trying to get a read on his opponent's army. And he waited until he's like, okay, I know for a fact, you know, I should be able to take this out, and moved out then. So now he's definitely done that crippling damage to Pedro. And
yeah, he can even lose this Badger and be okay at this point.
Yeah. Let's see. Pedro just running around a little longer. He's even on starvation. He's got to see the writing on the wall, though. That last little turret of hope.
Never surrender, never give up.
Yeah, we're going to get to watch this Badger mow down a few more units, and that's going to be it. Pedro taps out.
Yeah. I'd definitely like to see a lot more Falcons out of Pedro there.
Yeah, it could have helped. The Falcons are a bit easier to micro, too, to target fire in on specific units, you know.
And just their instant burst damage in comparison to the Badger that needs to rev up.
Yeah, that's true. The slow pigeon healing, you know. Alright, guys.
Has Jet touched Badger in his patch that he's working on?
I don't think so, actually. I'm looking at the pinned message right now. He changed Swift. Looks like he gave the lizards a small buff, mole and skunk a small nerf, mice a little buff, toad a buff. Boar changed a lot. But so far, he said he's been getting some good success with the balance patch. I was surprised to not see the Badger change. The Swift nerf, me as a Fox guy, I'm a little worried about. But, I mean, with good micro, if you can still keep a Fox alive, maybe.
I wonder what the mole change was, because, I mean, it seemed like they're in an okay place as long as the other units around them get changed.
Yeah, I think it's just a HP nerf. Let me see. Let's see about them moles. I just saw it a second ago. There it goes. Yeah, HP nerf from 25-22. I think that's to address the big squirrel mole push-outs that are a little hard to deal with in the early to mid-game.
Okay. Not too big of a change. Seems like it's alright.
Yeah, no, Gentleman says Fox Swift nerf is a big thing. Yeah, no, I agreed. Swift nerf is a really big thing, 100%. And maybe you could balance that out by giving the Fox a little bit of a faster attack speed animation, you know, less downtime on the reload. But I don't know. It's hard to say. I'd be interested to see the results of the testing, but let's hop into it, man. Match number 8 here. I do have some more games after this one lined up. So we should be good to go to keep on trucking after this. So are you ready, man?
Yes, I am. This is a good game coming up.
All right, let's hop into it, man. Match number 8. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, spawning in the top, we have the Gentleman.
In the bottom, we have Boofy. Rocking no structures.
Yeah, we see a lot of similar picks here. Badger, Pigeon, Squirrel for both players. Actually, not so much, to be honest. Gentleman kind of running this heavy tier 1 with the Badger to just follow it up in the late game. I like that a lot. You know, Gentleman is really known for his aggressive play. He's really good at mind games, reading his opponent, you know, feigning one thing. You know, he'll build like 3 farms, and he'll scout his expansion, then he sell those and make moles and push in on you or something like that. So, makes sense with his playstyle.
Saying the Gentleman, you have to be 100% on top of your scouting, because 1 second you can see a Badger and next second you can see 20 lizards coming at you.
Yeah. Yeah, he's very very intellectual player, man. I like it a lot. He oftentimes crafts some, you know, like technical takedown type maneuvers, and I'd like to see what these guys are gonna go with. Probably we're just gonna see some 8 farm 2 tier 1 Warren openings. Now Boofy does have the skunks here, and I feel like if he kind of does that, you know, move out with the skunk kind of shoulder check type of build on the gentleman, he might be able to get something done. But gentleman already starting off with some greed here and taking a pretty ballsy campfire that's fairly far away from his base and doesn't have lizards here to help defend it.
There's enough space on this map for the gentleman to just pick up lizards and run around the map, keeping Boofy on his toes.
But look at this. Gentleman goes for the badger. Boofy scouts it immediately. I'd imagine he's going to sell the badger, knowing the gentleman. Sure enough, he does. And instead, yeah, see, this is it, man. So you'd think I'm going to go for a badger play. Boofy trying to set up a contain, which is a little bit weird since he doesn't have defensive structures, but I guess just for the healing, maybe build some Warrens. But gentleman's going for a squirrel molt push, which he should have the advantage here in this fight.
Boofy just sold off one of his squirrel Warrens. I think 300 food.
Oh, you see, he still thinks it's a tier 3 Warren, man. This is the type of play we're talking about. You know, Boofy trying to get the ferrets, trying to get some high ground vision and saying, you know what, you think you're going to get a fast tier 3, I'm going to siege you. But here's the gentleman taking a great angle to engage here.
Boofy's going to be able to hold this.
Just dominates there. Man, what a great game, dude. And poor Boofy, I feel a little bad for him, but he's trying, like, his response was right, but he got double tricked, you know? Like, he got feigned, and
he just did to scout again after that, but Badger going down again.
Yeah, nice follow-up from the gentleman.
That's an interesting move for the gentleman and Boofy, because I felt that the gentleman could have took out Boofy there with all the moles and squirrels that he had.
Yeah, you know, since gentleman decided to go into Badger here instead of applying additional pressure, Boofy might have a chance, to be honest. Like, if gentleman's going to wait around for the Badger to come up, Boofy's going to have one of his own. Yeah, he's going to be down a few tier 1s, but it's really going to come down to that Badger micro. And I'm curious if either player is aware of the tier 3 of their opponent. It looks like gentleman has scouted Boofy, and Boofy has indeed scouted the gentleman, so both players know what's coming. Obviously, they're not 100% on which tier 3 it is, but the Badger would be a fairly good guess.
Both gonna get out about the same time, you know. The gentleman to walk his Badger all the way to Boofy, his Badger would be up by then.
And the gentleman's got this faster expansion. I feel like Boofy's about to take his, yeah, so overall, we're going to stabilize here a little bit. I mean, you got to give the edge to gentleman slightly, but not by a whole lot, to be perfectly honest. I mean, if Boofy takes some good engagements, he could still be in this game. It is going to be rough for Boofy to attack onto this double high ground of gentleman's expansion, though.
Yeah, definitely. And it's all going to come down to who micros their Badger better. Badger on Badger fight.
Here we go. The Badgers are here.
Moving in right now. Badger's slightly overextending, but
oh, dude, they're both wound up.
Revved up.
Oh my God.
Oh my. Wow.
Dude, Boofy's Badger just barely
Boofy's
killing
Badger
the
got
gentleman.
so low.
Great micro there from both players. And dude, that gets so crazy. Like when both Badgers are revved up, because they're gonna kill each other so fast. It really just depends on how much HP you've got left from the initial fight, you know, and who kind of gets that target on the other guy first. And gentleman's gonna try this last man stand here with the Badger and the Squirrel, but I think the Squirrel and Mole rather, but I think this Badger is gonna be enough for Boofy to hold on here and keep this push going.
The gentleman had his Badger out first, but Boofy moved in with his initially and got it revved up before the Gentleman's Badger was even in that fight.
Dude, that was crazy. All right, I have a few more replays here. Give me 1 second.
I can let you cast these by yourself, so you don't have to worry about sending them to me.
Are you sure, man? I mean, it don't matter to me. Are you good?
I'll watch the rest of the show. Thanks for letting me cast.
Oh, right on, man. Well, dude, thanks for coming on. It was a lot of fun, man. I'll definitely do it again in the future. Everybody give Valeris a round of applause, guys. Yay.
Oh, yes.
Do you hear the Twitch chat? Everybody
All right,
clapping for you. See you, buddy. Take care. All right, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get out of here, Jet. Oh man. Yeah. So, good job from Val, man. Casting with me. That was a lot of fun. I did mean to get Jet Eriksen on the stream tonight. I did update it to say co-caster Valeris. It was like weird, like I think he fell asleep or something, which is totally understandable. He's European and it's like super late over there or something. So yeah, great job, Valeris. I'm lazy. These last minute ones I didn't rename. I think we'll be good. We're at 9:20. I'm gonna grab another drink real quick, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be right back. All right, I am back. Okay. So we got a few more games lined up for you here tonight. Gentlemen, why is everybody saying the last games they played against me? Oh man. Speaking of games with the gentlemen in them, let's hop into this one against the Red Dinosaur. Alright, spawning in the left, we've got the gentleman. And his opponent to the right, Red Dinosaur. Yeah, definitely need to get co-casters on here more often, man. Chip was talking about doing it, Jet Eriksen, Valeris. I need to get Sky Raider on here again, man. I think me and him casted really well together as well. There's been some other guys from time to time too. It's always fun. If you want to cast with me, man, just let me know and I'll put you on. Like, it's whatever, man. That's what this channel is for, you know. I'm glad everybody enjoys watching, but if you want to give casting a shot, dude, just let me know and I'll get you on. We'll have some fun. But nothing crazy this game. We're gonna see Fox versus Badger here. Both players with the skunks. And I like Gentleman's position here better. He gets this high ground. You know, he knocks out those balloons. ToothAndTailTV. I heard if I donate 500 ladder points to you, I could become a co-caster. Yeah, that's exactly what you have to do. Man, I'm already at 900 ladder points. I don't need any donations. Hashtag shoulder brush. Man, I just turned notifications off on my Discord. I don't know why. I don't know why it didn't save. But here we go. We're doing it again. Bam. Bamorama. Bo Bambi. I think we're good. Okay. So what's happening in this game? Not a whole lot yet. Looks like Gentleman's... Oh wait, no. Looks like something did just happen. Red Dinosaur has a mole here. I was fiddling around with my Discord because I got an error. I got a message. And yeah, it looks like Gentleman's putting on a little bit of harassment. Sorry guys, a little distracted. But I'm back. I'm ready to go here. And this looks okay for the Gentleman, but he needs to be careful not to overextend. The rally here for Red Dinosaur is much shorter. But the gentleman is trying to go ahead and secure this high ground on the back of this. He does have that campfire too, which is going to give him a nice economic advantage. And should help him reinforce these squirrel numbers a bit more effectively. The red dino here, trying to put on the pressure. Decides he doesn't want to overextend and backs out for now. And now we're kind of in this back and forth, you know. Oh, I think I have a little bit of value. I'm going to chase. Oh, wait. You've got enough. Back out. Rinse and repeat. And red dino building some moles, man. Is he gonna YOLO in here? He's hiding this mole production. Gentleman's not aware. Gentleman's investing a lot up here in this high ground too, in this campfire and balloon. If he can target down this balloon immediately, there it goes. Gonna go down. The mole in the front line goes down as well, but it did its job tanking. And nice little push here from the red dino. Might actually be enough. The gentleman's been a bit greedy this game, going for 2 campfires, going for the gristmill, trying to get that balloon up. And red dino here, man, keeping this aggression coming. He's got that critical mass of squirrels at this point. He just needs to be on top of his target firing, which so far he is. And he doesn't want to waste shots on this gristmill of the gentleman here. And he might just have too much momentum at this point. I'm going to fast forward a little bit here. Let's see, kind of doing a really good job targeting these squirrels as they pop out of their warrens. And yeah, gonna throw in some moles with the money that he's been making, you know, in the meantime. And that's gonna be it. Red dino takes the win off the gentleman. All right. Okay. Tooth and tail, but it's moles. Fair enough. All right. How are we doing on time? 9:25. I do have another replay from the Frogman here. I might actually get that in because we are seeing a lot from the gentleman. Let's watch a game of the frog. Let's frog it up a little bit. Where is it at? This one. All right, here we go, guys. Whoa. Oh, it's got the gentleman in it. Damn it. You're just laddering too much, man. It's definitely a good thing. Spotting on the right, we've got frog. There's an opponent to the left, the gentleman. Like, I was just like, all right, we've seen the gentleman a lot. We've got the gentleman in a few more replays coming up. Let's play this frog game. And sure enough, the gentleman's in this game as well. No big deal. Gentleman's a great player to watch. I'm only messing around. I just try to get as many different people on as I can. But I'm definitely not complaining at all to watch them play from the gentleman. Builds a single mole to try to deal some damage to these building farms here and kind of freak frog out. Maybe make him overreact. Gets out of there. No harm, no foul. It's going to put frog in a bit of an economic advantage, though, as the gentleman did have to build that mole, and frog got his farms a little bit quicker. It's like the Valeris day. Now we get the gentleman day. The gentleman's complaining that there's better games that we could be watching of him out there. You got the tournament champion mentality already, man. Why are you submitting these games? There's so much better games out there. I'm just messing with you, buddy. All right, let's see. Frog has been trying out this snake play a lot lately. Could work pretty well. The gentleman's gonna scout this now. The gentleman's probably played enough. It's kind of weird because it's like, if you don't know a whole lot about your opponent, you know, you see that tier 2. It's pretty safe assumption in today's meta to assume it's the skunks. But if you've been playing against Frog, you probably know he likes to get them snakes out. And gentleman gonna go straight for that badger. Frog's gonna get that scout immediately. And let's see if Frog tries to pivot. Maybe sell off some tier 1, go for his own badger, or if Frog's gonna try to push out with these snakes. And yeah, it looks like I like that response a lot. Just selling off a tier 1 and getting out the badger. Gentleman looked like he wanted to try to punish for maybe Frog selling off too many things. I have a feeling people submit the games they win against you, says Epic Story Game. Yeah. No, frogs are not the meta. I don't think I said that. If I did say that, I'm mistaken. But I'm saying or snakes rather. Jeez, now I'm getting mixed up. But if you see Frog, he has been playing with a lot of snakes lately. And the Badgers are coming out. Gentleman's is a bit faster. But Frog still needs to buy and pay for his. Doesn't quite have the money. This timing window shouldn't be too critical. I mean, yeah, the Gentleman's going to have a faster Badger. But the Badger for Frog should be out pretty quickly as well. And the Snake actually makes a lot of sense as a good counter to the Tier 3. You know, you get a couple shots off on the Fox. You get a few stacks off on the Badger. And it deals with those pretty quickly. Alright, here we go. Gentleman getting ready for this Badger to be out. It is now spawned onto the map. He's getting some territory. Help heal his units, maybe be able to reinforce with some turrets, maybe tank a little bit. Frog is got a fairly decent army himself here, though. Lots of snakes to try to target fire down this Badger. Badger of his own. So we'll see who's going to take a better engagement. Frog wants to move in. It looks like he's thinking about moving in before these turrets are down. Instead, just trying to get some poke established with his Badger. Nice tanking on the Badger, pulling it back just in time, but the rest of Frog's army taking a lot of damage, staying alive for now. But Frog can't quite get these poison stacks onto the opponent's Badger just yet. Lots of pigeons here. Healing that Badger as well, so. Overall, fairly decent trade for both players. Nobody clearly winning that. Losing a bit of Tier 2 here is pretty rough for Frog, but he gets 6 stacks of poison. Down on that Badger. That's going to be too much, and that Badger's going to die. That is really what Frog was looking for. Gentleman knows that is going to be game and taps out. I love it, man. Really cool answer to the Badger, you know. Let me build some snakes to get those poison stacks down, and let me use my own Badger to get a lot of value. Okay. We did Gentleman first, Red Dino. Let's do Tooth and Tail, but it's moles. This sounds interesting. Okay. We've got in the right, the Red Dinosaur. And his opponent in the top left, a Maestria. Probably not saying that right. Okay, now the title of this replay was Tooth and Tail, but it's moles, so. What do you guys think we're gonna see here? Does anybody have some guess? Do you think Red Dino is maybe gonna go for a fast Tier 3 rush? Maybe a fast expansion? Hell no. We're gonna see some mole play. Maybe right here, right now. Let's see what's up. Floating some money here. Oh, you gotta be careful. Doesn't want to make sure you to get the scout off immediately on these moles. Gonna run over into the corner. Gonna be able to build up 2, but is 2 the magic number nowadays? Let's see, Maestria needs to probably assume something's up, but it's not quite in time. Oh, she should have been able to see it there and throw down a turret, but let's see. Red Dino needs to be careful not to lose his commander. Gonna be able to take down a pig with these moles. Needs to be careful. Oh, gets the other farm as well. Loses 1 mole for it. And is gonna head on home with some successful moleage, but no, I lied, he's not heading home. He's keeping this mole aggression going, and make sure it doesn't have any units out, man. Really needs to throw down some Warrens. Here we go, Warren number 1 placed down. Wouldn't even mind to see a turret here. Let's see, Mole Apocalypse coming in, man. 4 moles just beating down on these pigs. Moles are starting to go down, but they're definitely doing the damage here. 2 remain. Gonna be able to get another pig here. Now the squirrel's out. That should help Maestria stabilize and finish off these moles. Now that was a very aggressive attack. Cost a lot of money here for the Red Dino, but he got the damage done he was looking for. And Maestria really can't afford to let this mole survive. Red Dino needs to be careful with it walking through water. Oh my god, is that mole gonna get away? Barely gets away. And that's a really big victory there for Red Dino. Can let that heal up and sell it. Get that full 60 food back, so. Misha had taken a campfire. Misha just needs to hold back and stabilize. I wouldn't mind to see him sell off a tier 1 Warren and really just try to get back up to those 8 farms as fast as possible. Trying for a little bit of a counterattack, but really doesn't have enough to get anything done at this point. Really needs to just get this economy back up and running. The gentleman. So which embarrassing loss am I going to watch next, I wonder? Oh, man. Yeah, I do feel bad. You know, everybody's been a good sport about it so far. I haven't had anyone really get upset because you don't typically ask permission. You know, like somebody submits a replay, like the other guy didn't consent to having that submitted and on the show, you know, but everyone's been cool about it, so I do appreciate that. But man, these moles for the Red Dino, he wasn't messing around. He hasn't built anything else but moles and pigs, man. Misha trying to stabilize this economy, but Red Dino got a lot of damage done early on and is gonna try to snowball on top of that here. Continue this aggression. I almost want to cue some Benny Hill music or something. And I think that's gonna be it, man. We're gonna fast forward this a little bit. But poor Amisria just getting rocked by these moles here. Whatever it is you said, Frog, I'm sure you deserve your ban. Oh my god. It's not a ToothAndTailTV stream unless Frog gets banned in the chat, man. Happens like every time. Okay. I thought you submitted some of these, gentlemen. Am I wrong about that? How are we doing on time? I think we're doing good. And let's see. Okay, so we'll do SNC color versus the gentleman, then we'll do turret save, then we'll do the gentleman versus pile, and that'll probably be the night. We got a desync warning here, but I'm sure it's fine. I don't think we've had a balance patch anytime recently, so. Spawning in the bottom left, we've got SN color. And his opponent in the bottom right, the gentleman. Alright, so I'm excited for this match. I really like to see the gentleman trying out different things. Like, he's not playing the same deck over and over on the ladder, which to me shows a really strong player. You know, when you're in those best of 3, best of 5 situations, you definitely want a variety, a cavalcade of decks that you can throw in. Otherwise, it's like, oh, if I know he's gonna go Badger, I can try to counter it, doing things like we saw Frog do, with like the fast snake into Badger type play. So the gentleman here, changing up a little bit, trying to go for a 5-farm double Lizard Rush. I'd imagine he's going to sell this off as SN Color did scout it. But SN Color knows the gentleman's play and is trying to keep on to that scout. Like, are you going to sell it? Are you going to sell it? And meanwhile, SN Color's got the 4-farm double. So I'm actually not sure who initiated this. Maybe it was SN Color and the gentleman scouted that. I was kind of zoning out for a minute there. I'm sorry, guys. I think I was paying attention to the chat. Like, I'm so bad at paying attention to the chat and, like, competently casting while doing so. I mean, I'm bad at competently casting, number 1. You add me trying to multitask into it, forget about it. Ah, that squirrel lives to tell the tale. A couple spears in his back. But the gentleman coming in here, looking to pick off this Warren, doesn't look like he's going to be able to. SN Color pushing him back out just in time. And so far, I kind of favor the gentleman's position, just because he has a slightly better economy. But SN Color does have more units here. He could try to move out and bully the gentleman 9-6. But let's see. Is he going to go more tier 1? Is he going to get some farms? Is he going to try to get a tier 2? Lots of money here for the gentleman. Interested to see how he wants to spend it. Maybe he's still trying to decide on that himself. Oh man, do you see what he was trying to do down there? That was insane. He was trying to like get his commander in such a way to make the lizards like loop around like that. That was pretty interesting to see. Oh no, there is a desync. Oh my god, this game is desyncing. Look at Gentleman's Commander. Oh my god. Yeah, what was I thinking earlier when I was like, he's trying to get him? I thought there might have been in some weird position where they're like stuck behind this wall, you know, and then trying to rally that way. But yeah, there's definitely a desync issue with this game. It looks like the only issue though is that Gentleman's Commander is not where it's supposed to be. You know, obviously the commander is supposed to be down here with these lizards. But other than that, everything looks normal. So forget about Belfine kind of derping around over here by himself. Alright, the magic commander play. This is actually just next level unit control from the gentleman here. It's not a glitch at all, guys. Yeah, I'll fast forward this one a little bit. This is a bit glitchy here. But SN Color, you know, managed to get out this this ferret here, which really puts him in a commanding position to dictate where these engagements happen. And he's gonna come in here and push the gentleman fairly hard. And I think at this point, that's gonna be another loss, unfortunately, for the gentleman. Yeah, this desync's pretty funny, though. That's gonna be it. SN Color takes the game. Really interesting, really aggressive openings there. You know, that's funny because I've had, I mean, typically desyncs don't matter unless there's a balance patch, right? But I'm still hesitant on playing them because every now and then you do get an issue like that, but most of the time you don't, so. Alright guys, we'll do 2 more, making pretty good time. Let's hop into this replay entitled Turret Save. Uh-oh, I think both these players are in the chat, so be sure to make fun of them. In the 6 o'clock, we've got What's a Phone? And his opponent, in the 1 o'clock, we've got Epic Story Guy. Hey, the gentleman does submit every now and then. Okay, guys, I think the gentleman submitted this time around, didn't you? Yeah, you submitted the losses, I think. Let me see. Yeah. Yeah, the gentleman submitted that last game. See, because he's a gentleman, and he's humble, and he submits losses. Submitting losses is best practice, man. If it's a good game and you lose, don't be afraid to send one in. All right, maybe I don't know if Epic Story Guy's still around, but he was around earlier. I think we still got What's a Phone in the chat here though. He doesn't seem too happy about this game, so maybe Epic Story Guy submitted it. But yeah, What's a Phone deck looks pretty standard. You know, I think that's a pretty good way to play it nowadays. Epic Story Guy, you know, experimenting a little bit more. You know, Toads, Chameleons, Snakes really aren't like super top tier. I mean, Snakes and Chameleons are still fine. Toads can still be good in certain situations. If you need some big explosive push, get a lot of damage done to turrets, you know, maybe take advantage of a small choke point where things kind of bunch up, you can get some good connections. We'll have to see what these players go for. So far, just the 8-farm double opening. Nothing crazy. Really, this is the point of the game. We really got to keep an eye on what your opponent's going for, because this is where there's a lot of decisions, right? Like, we're at the 2-minute mark. Up until now, you know, yeah, there are decisions. I don't want to downplay the early game, but it's fairly standard to go 8-farm, you know, double tier 1, right? You can try some shenanigans before that, certainly, as we've even seen in replays tonight, you know, builds like 4-farm double, 5-farm double, things of that nature. But as you can see here, yeah, that's kind of around the 2-minute mark is like, okay, am I going to get a lot of tier 1? Am Am I gonna get a tier 2? Am I gonna get a tier 3? Am I gonna try to take a safe base and expand? Am I gonna try to take a forward base and try to contain my opponents? You got a lot of options there. Valerius with the 100-bit cheer, man. Thanks a lot, dude. 100 number of gentlemen losses tonight. And thanks again for casting with me earlier, man. It was a lot of fun. We definitely gotta do it again. Sorry about the production value, guys. We were just kind of last minute. I did plan to have Jet on tonight, but it's super late over there in that Europe land, so I don't think he was feeling very well. Called it off. And Microphone with the bit cheer as well. Thank you so much, man. I do appreciate it. So I did kind of get distracted earlier. I did want to mention they both went for that like fast tier 2 after they farmed double right. But Epic Story Guy actually went for 2 tier 2 a lot faster than What's-A-Phone did, and he's trying to sneak around now and get this Chameleon out. Meanwhile, both players taking a second base. Epic Story Guy's taking this kind of safe pocket base he's got, and What's-A-Phone getting out on the map. But here we go, Chameleon getting some decent damage on a What's-A-Phone. Fantastic play here for Epic Story Guy, and that's gotta be annoying if you're What's-A-Phone, man. His army is not in position to deal with this. Beautiful execution here for Epic Story Guy. He's gonna come in, he's gonna kill 3 pigs, he's gonna get the hell out of there. But now his army is out of position back at home, and What's-A-Phone is looking for the counter attack here. Let's see if Epic Story Guy can get his act together fast enough. It looks like he does. What's-A-Phone's gonna get 1 pig there with the counter attack, but gonna have to back out as Epic Story Guy returns to defend the homeland. And I think What's-A-Phone might have lost a couple chameleons there, so. What's-A-Phone does have a slightly faster second base economy here, but he didn't rebuild those 3 pigs that die, and that's actually really rough because when they get to only that much food left, you know, is it even really worth rebuilding those? No, not really, but he does have this fresh base over here, and if What's-A-Phone can play this out and get to the late game, man, I mean, he's looking like in a dominating position. This map's not so great for Epic Story Guy. Really, whoever takes this area is gonna win the game, and What's-A-Phone's already been working on it. But here we go, Epic Story Guy gonna try to stop this from getting up here, and takes a great engagement here for against What's-A-Phone. Not all of What's-A-Phone's tier 2 were in position, and Epic Story Guy does lose his tier 2, and it looks like he's just barely got enough squirrels though to keep the pressure coming. If he's not careful and he over-targets these reinforcing squirrels from What's-A-Phone, might have a chance, but What's-A-Phone just doesn't have enough squirrels reinforcing fast enough here. Epic Story Guy with a great win, knocking out that base and just gonna go home. I love this play, you know, wait, let some units rebuild, maybe sell a Warren if you need to. Looks like he's just gonna chill. You know, throw down an extra farm, very smart thing to do in between fights. Meanwhile, What's-A-Phone realizes, okay, we're almost 6 minutes in this game. I have to have a second base, so he tries to take a safer one. Gonna get scouted by Epic Story Guy immediately, though. And he's gonna keep the pressure on, coming in here to deny that base, but also trying to keep an eye a little bit on What's-A-Phone's commander by poking and prodding around. And What's-A-Phone just decided, screw it, man, we're gonna go for the counterattack. That turret, though, just sounded the alarms for Epic Story Guy, but I don't know if Epic Story Guy can get back in time. He really needs to start this campfire or something like that. It looks like he will manage to get back in time, but he still might lose this second base. That's a lot of squirrels coming in here. Oh, it's gonna be close, but I think, okay. Oh my, yeah, I was gonna say, I think Epic Story Guy just barely got enough to hold that on. What's-A-Phone's little heart broke. Not taking out that base, losing his whole army. Taps out. We do have a lot of phones in this chat. That is a good point. I think we should have a duel. I think we should have Microphone versus What's-A-Phone, man. Best 2 out of 3. They're like, now? I would say you guys have to do it right now. Yeah, let's plan it out, man. Do it. Oh, if you guys want to, let's do it, man. Password phone. I'm down. Let's see who's the best phone. Oh, wait. Okay. Set password. Password is gonna be phone, obviously. Hey, if you guys really want to do it right now, let's go. The phone duel. All right. Let's give them a couple minutes to get ready, guys. I'm gonna take a few minute break here, let them load into the game, hop in, and all that. So probably going like about a 3-minute break, and we'll come back and do the phone cup. See who's the best phone in the chat. So be right back, guys. What is up, everybody? We are back, and it looks like we're ready to rock and roll here. The battle of the phones. Blue Cat, what's up, man? We're having an impromptu best of 3 between Microphone and What's a Phone to see who's the best phone. I'm ready when you guys are. I left my drink somewhere, so I'm gonna go find it, but I'll be right back. Yeah, best of 3. Best of 3 to see who the best phone is. Hopefully we don't have too much stream sniping. It kind of sucks because they like have to watch to figure out what's going on, but Microphone doesn't care. He's like, "What's up, man? This is my build. This is what I'm doing." Excuse me. That was a good burp, though. All right, What's a Phone and Microphone? Turning off the stream, getting ready to rock and roll here. This is a very serious best of 3 tournament to determine who is the best phone. Getting a little bit of lag coming into it, but looks like it cleared up for now. Oh. A little bit more. Let's see. Let's see if the players think it's playable. In the 5 o'clock, we've got the challenging phone, Microphone. I think he's the contender phone, right? And up top, we've got the reigning phone, What's a Phone. The What's a Phone's been around longer than Microphone. Am I wrong about that? I think I'm right about that. So What's a Phone's the OG phone, and this other guy's coming in here trying to phone around too. What's a Phone is tired of it, and thus we have a phone best of 3. Somebody asked where. Yeah, man, I'm in Florida. I'm in Jacksonville, Florida. I am willing to meet up with people from the community, get some coffee or something, say hi. I'm totally fine with that. I mean, I'm a grown-ass man. I'm turning 29 this year, so I don't mind saying hi to somebody off the internet. Maybe get some coffee or something. I know of a few other players that live around me as well. I'm not going to disclose who they are, but it's always been a cool idea to meet up. I know Cyborg kind of has been busy lately, but we had plans. He lives kind of nearby me, and we had plans to like host a tournament together live in person, you know, like on the couch like that. I thought that would have been a lot of fun. We'll see, man. So these guys opening fairly similar. Microphone here hasn't taken that 8th farm. He really needs to get that down. Yeah, kind of realizes he might have made a bit of a mistake there and does that. But now he's floating a little bit of money, and let's see What's a Phone's gonna go for. I mean, floating some money at this phase isn't crazy. You could go for that fast tier 2, but Microphone instead is just gonna get some more tier 1 for now. Let's see what What's a Phone decides to go for. It does indeed go for the Chameleons, and Chameleons are fantastic at a strong push out. So I'm interested to see if What's a Phone, if that's what he's thinking going for here. Seems like there is a little bit of in-game lag, but I think it's playable. Nice, interesting. Microphone takes his campfire over here and actually builds his tier 2 there to maybe try to pull What's a Phone off guard. And again, as we saw with that other game, like the rally isn't gonna be super bad for Microphone here because that is a flying unit. It's just gonna fly over this terrain and get in here. Hey, we got Calix Jumio in the chat. Valeria says he'll be up at Disney sometime soon. Organize a Tooth and Tail convention, right? Yeah, I know, yeah. Beer burp, I won my bet with myself. Yeah, you got me there, gentlemen. Yeah, man. I go to Orlando all the time for work, so. Dude, West Palm does sound dope, and I do like beer. I don't think I've been to West Palm Beach before, to be honest. Florida is weird. We're so jaded by the beach, like. Dude, I live like 10 miles from the beach. I never go to the beach. I go to the beach every now and then when my wife's like, let's go to the beach. Hey, beach days aren't bad, man. Normally we'll bring some guitars, maybe bring some acoustic drums, a frisbee. Dude, I go full, like, straight middle America family when I go to the beach. Like, I have a little umbrella, I have a frisbee, and since I'm a Floridian, I know like where the tourist spots are, so I'll drive an extra half hour, man, to get to that beach in the middle of nowhere, and then it's just like me and my buddies. That's a lot more fun. All right, so second base definitely ahead here for Microphone. What's-a-phone's not messing around getting his own, and really this looks better for Microphone at the moment, but if the game keeps going this way, it's going to be fantastic for What's-a-Phone. What's-a-Phone has a third and fourth base, and Microphone simply doesn't. Microphone's really in the driver's seat here to make something happen in this game. You know, What's-a-Phone can kind of just sit back and relax and kind of macro up and build a reasonable army along with it and be just fine. Microphone's really got to get something done here. What's the key point to win in this type of RPS, says Niffin? There is micro. There are some very micro-intensive things you can do. Obviously, when you compare it to a game like StarCraft, you know, it's very, very different. But that was kind of the design point with Tooth and Tail, was be a bit of a more simplified RTS. Really high-level play, man. It does come down to fight execution, aka micro, but also little tricks, you know, moving your units around the map correctly to gain value, do little counterattacks, counter-aggression with specific units in your army. Also target firing when the big fight happens, but really Tooth and Tail is very, very about finding exactly what your opponent's doing and doing something similar, but just being slightly more greedy, man. Or putting up a big timing attack. It really, and you can sell structures and stuff off as well, so there's a lot of mind games that can happen here where you do something like throw down a tier 3, your opponent scouts it, and then he gets super aggressive. And speaking of tier 3, man, they're both on the way here. What's-a-phone's got the Badger on the way, and the Wolf is on the way for Microphone. And another thing that's really important, sometimes overlooked with this Wolf, man, is the Wolf micro. Like, if Microphone is really, really trying hard here, he needs to move these Falcons over to the side when the Wolf buff rotation comes in, you know, and then have the Wolf only buff those Falcons, because that's where he's going to get the most bang for his buck with that Wolf buff. So I'd love to see a little play like that from Microphone here. Because otherwise, you know, the buff might... It's a little hard to pull off, and you need to do it exactly when you're about to move out. Because otherwise the buff's, you know, going to buff various things instead of your key units to buff. Wolf is a bit awkward to cast with because he'll just sit there and scream, but What's-a-Phone's kind of packed up nice and tight here, man. 4 turrets, he's got a high ground. Microphone's going to try to bust this anyways, and I don't think so, man. Ooh, that Badger! The Badger at 1 HP, the Badger goes down! Wow, that was a big engagement there for Microphone. He target fired onto that Badger perfectly and just barely was able to get the stacks he needed. That is huge for Microphone in this game. Yeah, he bled off a lot of units, but man, he killed that Badger. That's very, very important, as his Wolf is still alive here. Now, he's still got to deal with these turrets. Doesn't have anything like ferrets to help him out there, but What's-a-Phone is opting to actually not sell the tier 3 and just wait for another Badger. He looked like he refinanced it very quickly, so the next Badger is almost out now. I'd love to see Microphone try to move in and take out those turrets beforehand, but man, that is hard. Like, that's a very easy fight to screw up. Great micro here from Microphone. Coming over the side, needs to be careful though. Actually bleeds off a ton of his pigeons there. We are clearly seeing whose phone is bigger. Oh my god, who does have the bigger phone here, man? Dude, I remember old school phones. House phones. We used to have house phones. Dude, cell phones didn't really come out in a point where like middle American peasants like my family could afford it until I was like 15 or 16. But before then, it was just house phones, man. All right, more and more turrets coming in here. Hey, August86 with a follow. Thanks so much, man. I appreciate it. Trying to get up here is Microphone, but looks like he's lost his commander? No, I guess not. I got distracted for a little bit, but man, what's a phone dominating in that fight. And I gotta say, I feel like Microphone played this very well. Map RNG is kind of hurting him here, though. He has no third base option, and he has to attack in like this. And What's a Phone really clearly took that high ground. Now, in the defense of the map RNG, though, you know, in this situation, Microphone really needed to make it a priority to not let the space get established in the first place. Because this is basically doomsday situation for Microphone. Unfortunately, there's no additional attack path. You know what? Since this is not a replay, I need to remove this sensor so you guys can see what time it is in the game. There you guys go. See? I care about you nerds. I'm a benevolent caster. Lots of Falcons here, but man, we're getting into a stalematy game. I just don't think there's any way Microphone's gonna break this. Doesn't have the ferrets here. And that's just like this critical mass of turrets, dude. Like, that's just too many turrets. The DPS that's gonna come out of that and just instantly kill. You gotta think units can only fire when they hit their own tile. Matthew 222 with the subscription, man. Thank you so much. That's super awesome. I really appreciate it, man. Yeah, I mean, not only are there a bunch of turrets up here, there's the high ground, there's also the concave. Like, Microphone's units marching in here is only gonna find a few tiles. And it's almost like this big mushroom pattern where What's a Phone's got all this surface area up front. There's really no surface area in the bottom. And that's why you've seen Microphone really transition into just a bunch of Falcons. And hoping that his burst damage could be enough to maybe pick away at these turrets. Able to come up through the side. I think that's an interesting strategy, but I don't think he's gonna have enough here. I mean, What's a Phone's got plenty of Falcons as well. And that's just gonna be the game. Microphone's gonna tap out. What's a Phone going up 1-0 in this best of 3 to determine who is the best phone. Hey, yeah, dude, thank you so much, Matthew. I really appreciate it, man. That's super cool. Thank you for the support, man. I do appreciate everybody who supports the show, man. I say it all the time, but I can't say it often enough, man. Submitting the replays, just showing up. I mean, I always get really good viewership. Normally, I'm not scrambling too hard for replays, so obviously, you guys who subscribe, you guys are rock stars. But it's fun, man. I really enjoy it. I've been keeping this up for a while now, and I have no plans on stopping. It's not too big of a time commitment, you know. It's just a few hours a week, and it's fun to see all you guys in the chat and take a look at these games together. But here we go, man. Game number 2 in this best of 3 to determine who is the best phone. What's a Phone took game number 1, but Microphone played fairly well. I think the map RNG was a little against them there. Kind of hard to say otherwise. So I would kind of like to see maybe a map a little bit in Microphone's favor this time around. Just to even things up. Yeah, I do want to stress, guys. Don't assume I have too many replays, or dude, send me replays. Any level of skill is perfectly fine. I try my best not to pick on new players. I kind of have a feel for who the top players are. So if I see a top player, you know, floating food or doing something weird, I'll point it out. But if you're a new player, man, I'm not gonna bust your balls too much. But all right, guys, game number 2 here. This map does look a lot better for Microphone, so I'm glad to see that. Spotting on the left, we've got Microphone. And his opponent to the right, What's a Phone? In the phone finals. There's got to be a better name for that. The cup. Like, I'm trying to think of something that would go with cup that's phone related. The cellular cup, you know? The smartphone showdown. I don't know. What's a tournament name that starts with a P? I'm drawing a blank. Smartphone skirmish. 5-farm double here for Microphone. I think that got scouted by What's a Phone. Yeah, it sure did. So What's the Phone's gonna pivot a little bit, throw down a couple warrants of his own, and he'll be in a better spot. This is why the 5-farm double is rough. Like, it's still it's a good opening, but it's one of those things where people kind of have it figured out enough now, where if I see that you went 5-farm double, I can react to it. And What's the Phone's reaction here is perfect. If you notice, they're going to have approximately the same amount of units. Yeah, Microphones come out a little quicker, but by the time they marched over to What's the Phone's base, and What's the Phone was on 6 farms, while Microphone's been on 5. Now he's going up to his 7th, where Microphone should go up to his 6th. So it puts What's the Phone in a better spot. Now Microphone's a little bit scared, actually throws down a turret, but decides to sell off his tier 1 Morin in lieu of getting out some extra farms. So I don't mind that turret, but he does need to get rid of it sometime soon. And spend that money elsewhere. And this map is rough for What's the Phone, man. Microphone could get in here, take this base, start setting up a contain on this high ground, make it difficult. What's the Phone's gonna have a difficult time expanding out on the map. Now, if What's the Phone can actually get out here, though, and be aggressive and get this base, it's gonna set him up okay. He's gonna have a third. And, you know, these bases basically go to Microphone here, right? But these aren't the easiest thing in the world to get to from the main. Like, Microphone needs to push out and start kind of drawing his line like here. And yeah, this is great from What's the Phone. Really identifying the map isn't that great for him. And look at this, he's gonna push in with some Squirrel Mole aggression. He's got the ferrets on the way to prevent these turrets from getting too much value here for Microphone. And I mean, this is really just a textbook contain here, man. And Microphone might be feeling okay, but once the ferrets arrive for What's the Phone, it's gonna be rough. Now, Microphone does have his own ferrets this game, so we'll see if he can make something happen. But he's got a lot of money wrapped up in these turrets. The balloon going down here for What's the Phone, absolutely gonna be great to deal with his opponent's ferrets. And I think this might be checkmate. Let's see if What's the Phone can perform this takedown correctly. But things are looking really good for him. Pony Phone Pharmacy. Alright, so yeah, I mean, this is just by the book at this point, man. What's the Phone's just got to keep it up. Yeah, look at this. He's even building some moles because he realizes he should be able to take it from here. He wants to make this a short and sweet victory to show everyone who the superior phoner is. You got phone, you know, instead of pwn. You know what I'm saying, guys? I'm the greatest. That was amazing. Yeah, Microphone's gonna stay in for now, but man, he's just really not a lot he can do unless he gets some great ferret shots off. I mean, What's the Phone can even build up his economy at this point, take a couple of farms. I love seeing stuff like this because it's so easy, you know, if you're the blue player on this map to whine, oh, the map wasn't good for me, but, you know, What's the Phone identified that, and he pivoted his strategy. That's kind of what Tooth and Tail is all about, man, because the RNG other maps, you know, you might have a game plan coming in that's going to be totally different than what actually happens, you know, based on the map. And ferret shots actually connecting with the enemy ferrets here. Gets both of them there. Now the balloon's up, and that's just going to be too much here for Microphone. He's trying to get some ferrets out to stay alive, but What's the Phone's got a ton of high ground vision at this point, and now he senses that Microphone just doesn't have anything left. Sells off his warrants. That's going to be it. Well played, and What's the Phone has been determined to be the better phone. By way of the duel. Alright guys, one more. We'll do one more tonight. Gentleman versus Pile. Let's hop into it. End it on a high note here. Spawning on the right, we've got Pile. And his opponent to the left, the Gentleman. I need to turn the game sensor back on. You saw nothing. Boom. Boom. There we go. There we go. Valeris with the cheer. Thank you so much, man. What's the phone saying? There's always a spot for Microphone and his army. What's phone gonna be captain? Microphone gonna be sergeant. There you go. Alright, so both guys are the badger, mole, pigeon, squirrel. So the difference here is Gentleman went lizard turret, where Pile opted for the skunk mine. And Pile, being a little cheeky, building this mole in the main base of Gentleman right in front of him. Trying to get Gentleman to overreact. Sells off that building farm. Just a little bit of mind games here in the early game. But these guys know how to react to it. Pile was really just trying to bait the Gentleman, maybe to throw down a turret, maybe to build his own moles, cancel too many farms, that sort of thing. So this is a really small map. Expansions look slightly better for Pile, but really pretty even. Both players have access to a good second base and a reasonable third base. And Gentleman looking to put in some aggression, gonna trigger a mine. Fantastic. Excuse me. Fantastic mine there for Pile. So let's see what they opt to do. Gentleman going for a lot of tier 1 at this point. Builds a turret because he's a little scared of Pile's trickery here. Pile did just win that nice little engagement there with that mine connection, but wasn't super impactful. Gentleman gets this read on Pile, taking that expansion. Actually, it shows that he doesn't, so maybe he didn't see that. But Gentleman probably plays Pile all the time. They're both two of the top players in the scene and also on the ladder. So, Gentleman's on the EU team, but Pile not going to be available for the American team, damn it. I'm disappointed. And Frog, I'm so mad at Frog for signing up for Europe, you guys. Like, how dare you, Frog? You're gonna betray USA like that? When Uncle Sam comes knocking on your door? I think Frog is like from Europe but lives in the United States or something like that. I am gonna call you out on stream though. You should have played for Team USA. He's just scared of the Gentleman, man. Everybody's scared of the Gentleman. Yeah, we got Chip. Mishi and DJ aren't super active anymore. I think Mishi would come back and play the tournament, though. Who else are really good American players? Obviously, Zeno. Valeris has been on fire lately. I don't want to undersell Valeris. Man, Jansen's a good player, too. And I think Butterlester, I'm not so sure if I've heard of Butterlester. So I don't know what to say about him. But Europe's team looks stacked, man. They got the Gentleman, they got Amari, they got Jet Eriksen, they got Frog. Oh my lord. I don't want to cast America losing, you guys. We need a better team. Here we go, man. Pile coming in here for the big push with these skunks and just blowing over the squirrels of the Gentleman. I think we have 2 slots left on our team. We can round out with 2 pretty strong players, I feel like. I mean, Amari, Jet, Gentleman, Frog. That's a scary team, man. Chip and Valeris, what more do you need? Yeah. Chip and Valeris is good, man. But 2 players can't win alone. Man, Jansen's good, too. I think Man Jansen's a good player. I mean, I think Europe's team is actually filled up already. I could be wrong. Man, I've been talking about USA for Europe and not even really commenting on this game too much. I apologize, guys, but second bases have been established, and Gentleman did manage to sneak out his Badger a little earlier. You know, although Pile took some good engagements, he wasn't able to get in there and steal the deal. Now, Pile's been on the back of a better economy for a little bit of time here, but the Badger is indeed a strong unit, and gonna come in here and start decimating the base of Pile. Pile's gonna have to give it up and try to retreat to his last Warren line over here. Maybe try to hold the fort with some moles, but his own Badger's here, so Piles really got to do well with this micro. It's a bit of a smaller army. He does get the fire onto Gentleman's Badgers. These Badgers will mow each other down so quickly. Both are going to back out for now. Gentleman knows he has no reason to take the risk and, like, do a direct Badger engagement. He's on the better economy. He did some pretty lethal damage to Pile, and Pile knows this as well. That's why Pile's trying to muster up what he can. I wouldn't be surprised to see him make some moles here and go for a big push. No, actually thinking about trying to rebuild his base. I'm kind of surprised he's going to move out here. Maybe he's really confident in his Badger micro, but Gentleman trying to get on top of Pile's Badger, but wasn't quite wound up, so had to back out. But now he's going to get on top. Now he's got the pigeon ceiling and Pile doesn't. That's going to be too much, and Gentleman's going to take the game. You can have more than 6 players. 6 is the minimum. Oh, okay. I gotcha. Okay, yeah, what we're talking about, guys, if you're not aware, is Pedro's Time Zone Showdown. That's going to be on April 7th. It's going to be USA versus Europe in a 6-man team fight. And the Google Doc for that is underneath the Twitch stream. So definitely check that out, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'll be casting it. I think it's going to be here on ToothAndTailTV. I think we're going to get Strawberry. I actually messaged him over the weekend, and he said he's all clear to cast. So I'm really excited about that. Strawberry, if you guys aren't aware, did a lot of stuff for the Tooth and Tail community in the earlier days, you know, the alpha days, near launch. So real excited to get him involved with some more recent stuff, man. And other than that, I mean, keep your eye on Best Sakura NA. The grand finals of Class A of the Tooth and Tail League is pending. It's probably going to come up pretty soon. The Gentleman vs. Master Wario. And then Class S is going to begin. A lot of top players in Class S as well, so that's going to be real exciting. So keep your eye on Best Sakura NA's channel, man, for that Tooth and Tail League. Sign up for the Pedro Time Zone Showdown Tournament. Yeah, Jet, I want to mention too, man. Jet's been tinkering with balance. There's a Discord you can get into if you're not sure how. Message Jet Eriksen, or one of the nerds in chat will probably tell you how to do it. Where Jet and friends, I think Upscution and 1 or 2 other people have been involved heavily, and kind of changing. You know, Andy, the developer of this game, is pretty transparent with the game files, so you can like go in there and change things up. Obviously, just locally, but they pushed out a patch, so it's like you can download this patch and try out the new balance changes, help them out with the testing. So, and I think Jet was telling me earlier, Andy was all about it, like really looking forward to the results and might even implement some of it. So if you have strong feelings about a unit, man, definitely check out Jet Eriksen's new, I think it's actually part of the Tooth and Cake Discord. He's just got his own channel in there, man, and you can QQ to your heart's content. As long as it's constructive to thinking about the meta, obviously. So that's it, man. I'm out of replays, guys, so definitely shoot me some replays at ToothAndTailTV@gmail.com. I had a lot of fun tonight. It was good seeing you all again. Sorry I had to miss last Thursday. You know, I was traveling for work, but I don't have any work travel coming up anytime soon. So we should be all set for Thursday and for next week. So load up my inbox, man. Don't make me beg on Discord. You're all a bunch of beautiful nerds. I think that's going to be it for tonight. So let's go say hi to my wife. Actually, let me see if anybody else is streaming Tooth and Tail first. There is not. Okay. Let's go say hi to my wife, guys. And I will see you nerds on Thursday. Until then, play some games and give me some replays. Take care, everybody.